What's going on, everyone? Hello, and welcome to Game Audio Life with your host, me, Chase Bethea. Today, we're going to be continuing on the hybrid orchestral piece that we were working in. We were beefing up the strings, some of the orchestral palettes, making it a little bit better, and working on some of the feedback that we typically would have. But first, I want to thank IndieCade for the wonderful opportunity to work, lurk, stream with you today, and just hang out. So ask any of your music production, game audio, technical sample stuff or whatever you have now from this moment till 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. A little bit about IndieCade. We just finished the Anywhere, Everywhere awesome festival. Super duper long, super great. Lots of great games, lots of great talks, sessions, fun on the spot games. It was a blast. It was 9 days of goodness. And if you're not familiar with IndieCade, it is mostly an international independent games festival. It's been in its 15th year, and it has lots of cool opportunities and things that highlight voices of the industry and shares a lot of good taste for other things as well. So I hope that it's really cool. Hello, Lass. Shout out to Lass as the moderator of the stream. It's super awesome. Thank you so much for always being the modding. Hope you're doing well today, and thank you so much for following my channel. I gave you a shout out on the other one too. I don't think that one's working there. We're gonna do this here, and yeah, I've already tweeted it out via there. So yeah. Let's hop in. This is where we were last week. That's where we are. That's where we are at currently. Let's see. We have a lot of work to do. So, and I'm here every time I'm here at a different week. The cool thing about this is I work on it every week. So my ears are super fresh to understand what I need to accomplish. And it's nowhere near where I want it to be. But we're going to get there. I think what we were last time was we wanted to copy everything that we were achieving and hearing everything equally, if I remember correctly. So that's good there. Viola, that's good there. We didn't double the double bass, and I think that's what we're gonna do. Interesting. Why was that selected? Let's hear it by itself. So what's going on here is it hasn't been gain staged. Now it should fit in. Also, I noticed this is not synced. It's not on the marker. So we need to adjust that accordingly. One moment. For some reason in California, I want it to be 92 degrees today. That is just disgusting. So we need to fix the quantization of this. Oh my, that's a yikes. Yeah. And that's coming from, and then it wants to be 59 on like, what is it? Saturday in rain. So I'm celebrating my pre-birthday stuff on Saturday, but my birthday's actually on Sunday. And I'm like, man, I don't want to do that stuff on Sunday, but if it comes down to it, I suppose. Sounds better. 65 here, and where is here, last? Happy birthday. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Ohio. Nice. You're volunteering all the way from Ohio? Super big shout out to you. Curious about something. There we go. Started. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. I hope to get to meet you at least next year after all this is done. But so you were in California, but now you're in Ohio. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense to me. So I can hear it, and I don't want to hear it. We want to feel it. Can still hear it. Hollywood semester. The Hollywood semester. That was part of this past semester. Ah, interesting. No, yeah, IndieCade's awesome. Shout out to them. IndieCade is great. That's super cool. I'm very glad. I'm happy to hear that. Clifton made it in 10. Centrosi's in here. And Johnny B. Welcome in to the work stream. Clifton, I'm sorry. I got your message on my previous channel where we were streaming last minute. So otherwise I guess I should have raided. I can't raid on a channel that's not live. And since I'm live, you know what I mean? Like I can't, it doesn't work that way. So it was kind of difficult to kind of do, maybe I could. I didn't try it, but I assume not. So last time we were trying to add a piano. I'm not going to do that this time. But I am going to, yes, we call it work lurk. Work lurk, work lurk. It's definitely encouraged. That's what my friend is doing right now on the 10 dock. It's out of range. Interesting. I'm wondering if I'm playing that. right, we're going to double that. Add the instrument. Reactor. We're going to find... You'll never find... Dum, 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 dum. A lover like mine who treats you the way that I do. You're gonna miss my lovin'. I don't know where these files are. This is not the right hierarchy of where we found things. We got to scroll through here a little bit more succinctly. Dang, they made this really hard to see. Can I get a full view, please? Panel view. No. Jeez. Okay, let's at least go to this one, can we? So I can get something bigger. Okay, now I need to go to files. These are not favorites. Desktop, thank you. Or drives. How about that? There we go. Now I can know where I'm at. Think about it. Where would it be? Not in C. Ah, these things are named differently. Okay, here we are. I've got to like squint my freaking eyes and guess which one has the patch I'm looking for. The amber tones are kind of sweet. Does it have a flute? No, it doesn't. We're looking for the reactor patches. That's why it didn't show up. Derailleur. There it is. Okay. Jeez. Now, just need to adjust. Put it to its respective group. Okay. Now, copy everything that's here. This kit starts at the beginning, which is good. In this case, this will be called flute 2. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Okay. Did that start where it should? Yes, it does. Let's listen to it by itself. Doesn't play. We have to figure out why. This is my favorite part. Interesting. Want to press this one here. Okay, A and G. Oops. Yeah. This typically does this though. I'm not super unfamiliar with this. It just is a matter of where it sits. Mouth register, no. And I always forget how to kind of trigger it. I feel like there was another one that I had. Those are the clarinets. There is another one. It wasn't this. Which one is this one? Oh, this is the Miroslav one. We have to add another. All right, let's look through some performance samples. A legacy collection of things, some strings here. Keep that in mind for the future. Moto violins. More things. It's hard to find good flutes. Philharmonia, violin press tuba. Let's see what these ones do. These ones got some good wild winds. I don't want wild winds though. This is on solo. Six, group on the winds. There we go. Yeah, see, I didn't want all that. Organic samples. Nope. Wasn't that either. I cannot find the flute part of this to save the life of me. No. Could have swore that it was here. I think it's fluffy audio. Pretty sure. There it is. Okay. I was gonna say, is this gonna play? Yeah, see, that's beautiful. I gotta figure out how that. I need to figure out how that one works again. I'm pretty sure if I changed it. It goes off of modeling. So you gotta kind of adjust some stuff until it plays. There we go. Have to click and drag it. That's what it was. I didn't figure that out before. Keep playing with it until it plays. Data entry. C2, wind, breath, balance, undefined, 10. Come on. Just trying to find the source of whatever the flute's playing. I'm gonna have to keep playing until it plays something. We'll scroll through all of it. Saying that the source one of this is the mod wheel. Well, this is typical game audio for you. Now it's in the right range. Because we're not getting any sound. I know the other one will work, but I really want to use this one. Interesting. Okay. No click drag for that. No register there. No transposition. No vibrato. No breath. No wind. And no mount. Well, I'll have to come back to that for a second. In the meantime, let's copy what we did here. Honestly, I might just use this one. It's prettier. I'll just massage it in. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. Trying to adjust where we'll hear it in the orchestra. Okay, let's add everything else back in. Crashes are getting easier. I consider the flute, so we're going to pull it down a little bit more. Let's do negative 15.1. DJ Mega Hammer. Welcome to the IndieCade Game Audio Live Stream, and thank you for the compliment. Let's think about some orchestration things that I want to adjust in this. Let's hear it without the brass and the winds. going to go a little bit crazy on this one. Some things I usually don't do, but I want more control. I want control of each section. So let us do this. I think I already did this in the last ones too. I'm going to put the flutes into the winds. That way I can control, if I have 3 flutes, I can control the volume as such. Of course, it needs to be routed there. Then, from there, something is bothering me, and I'll tell you exactly what it is. I have to program that. I'm not sure I remember how to do it, but we're going to try it right now. I'm going to program the CC level so that it can be controlled. I think if I do 50, 30 instead of 100, so I have to do 50. Line there. Let's do 127. Okay. Now let's see what happens. Make sure that it's triggering the right thing. It should be just triggering that. Let's see what happens if it's by itself. Let's mute this one. Okay, so yeah. That's the table. Definitely MIDI CC, definitely has a modulation. But maybe it doesn't belong there. So let's click out of that one. Let's go to mod, velocity add modulator, external sources, CC, 127 at 50. Should work, but it doesn't. Didn't want to invert that. Maybe it doesn't work because it's not selected as it should have been. Now it should work. There we go. See, it's not triggering. Interesting. I love this stuff. I love the programming process of this because it gives that feeling of growth. The modulation works. We just need it to work here. I know there's a way to do that. Okay, so if it doesn't work here, that's all right. Just delete that there. There's a way to do this here. I added it back, and that's because yes. All I had to do was right click. Okay, that's good to know. We still learned it wrong. That's all right. I'm going to go here, and what I'm going to do is test something out. We're going to switch it to modulation. No. We'll switch it to main volume. CC1, CC7, CC11. I think that's the pattern. And we're just going to draw it in. So I want to gradually pull it up. I'm going to go to the lowest of things. So we're just pretty much drawing in dynamics. Okay, let's see how that is. So it's gradually up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, slowly. Then a curve up, then a curve in. So here we go. It's too much dip. Just a little wave here. It's a little low there. Pull a little curve up and curve bump here. Cool. Save what we did. Now this is going to work. We'll listen to myself. Okay, in this case, I don't want it to repeat. I want to just do a one shot, so I'll take this off. And we're going to ride the fader as such, open it up, have a little mod wheel. Love this little thing. And go. Just like that. And it recorded the modulation. And it's beautiful. It's done. We will cut it there. Edit our thing here. That's what the old version sounded like. Right here. So now I go back to my fader. And just pull it down here. Now, what are the winds going to? The winds are feeding into the mixdown. The mixdown doesn't have any type of reverb. Does this have reverb on it? No. Yeah, it doesn't have any reverb. So, what's going on? Oh, by the way, I shipped a game on Friday. It's called Aztec Ride. Y'all might have heard of it. We talked about it on there before. I'd love to share it with y'all. It's free. It's on Android only for now, but it's super fun. I would love if you all played it. That's when I did the behind the scenes, the little flute and everything I was showing. But yeah, it's my 19th game that I've shipped in 9 years. So I'm super excited. I'll be doing a proper celebration on Friday, 2 days before my birthday, and getting it popping with champagne. But yeah, it's called Aztec Ride. Super cool. That's okay if you got iPhone, but if you know people, if you can't play it, if you know people that you think will enjoy it in support of me, I would be very appreciative if you shared it with them. And thank you, Lass. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. See how loud this is? It's like overpowering. That's why. That makes sense. The reverb has to be off because I'm going to use my own reverb. There we go. It should fit better. I was like, what reverb is that? Now we just bring it down more. There's some delayed notes that we need to fix. Let's save what we did thus far. Let's listen to the brass by itself. The brass is so hard. I don't like brass libraries, I realize. You're probably wondering why. The reason is because, first of all, I don't think brass should be played on keyboard. Second of all, there's way too many patches to design. So for example here, it's too straightforward. I need to have then another sample patch that does a swell. And this is typically what happens. But if I have wrote it in notation format and I hired an orchestra like I would do in Musiversal or Dynamedian, then I can just say, and then that's it. That's all I would have to do. It's just write the dynamic of crescendo, not add it in and then look for the sample patch, add the modulation, adjust the velocity, adjust the volume. It's just way too much work. It's just too much work. But alas, we need it to sound good. So now we need to write in articulations here so that we know what is what. Arcado. Okay, so this is, see, there's a swell there, but I don't know. And the other thing about that's scary is if you do it with different patches, you layer them like I did, you might get confused of whatever is going on. Let's see if I hold this note. Oh, I need to reroute some of these, don't I? Come on, there we go. See, that one swells. But it's because I programmed it and layered it in here. Actually, yeah, the swell's there. I'm wondering why that one is gone. So I'm having it kind of emulating a real trumpet or a real French horn, whereas in, sorry, I'm moving over a lot around here. I'm just gonna move some of these things around over here. Okay, so it's playing, and then the recorded file is sneaking up underneath and doing the swell. That's why that's there, which means that this needs to overlap. Excuse me, extend. But then it doesn't sound right. Just a little more. That's good there. Now let's listen to something is off right there. Let's listen again. Weird. It's actually all on beat. That's off. Unless the strings are off. strings are off. I think. I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look. It wouldn't surprise me. Let's listen to the violins. Okay, those are good. Let's just hear the brass by itself. Well, with the strings. Weird. I think it's off. Let's test the theory. We're just going to move it a little bit further. All right, so that's the new landmark. Let's see if it makes a difference. Yeah, it was that. That's fine. Just inch it each by its way. Too late, so it's 1, 2. This is 1. This is 1, 2. This is 1. This is 1, 2. This is 1. Oh. Yeah, that's 2. Well, let's see where this lands up. Lines up here. Those two are there. These are typically off. Let's listen to it. See, I don't want that tail to happen because it sounds awkward. This one is off, so I'm wondering if I should bring this one back. I like that the most. Let's unmute them all. See, that trumpet's not there, so it makes a big difference. Just put some counterpoint there. Oh, keep forgetting I have to reroute this. Okay, we'll play that in. Roll it back. Tighten up. See how loose it is. Let's roll it back a little bit. All right, not bad. Moving along slowly but surely. Let's hear what the French horn sounds like when we do the mod wheel. I'm learning the sample libraries as I go, so I'm learning the weakness of wherever the volume is for the programming. Ooh, I like this. I didn't know I had that. Need to see what the actual thing is doing. This might be a little bit tough. I'm not going to draw anything in. There's some things missing. I think I figured it out. I guess they're not loaded. That's okay. They're in the wrong register. There's a little jingle there for you. Going to come back to the Glock. I'm going to map the rest of these out if they exist. This one doesn't exist. Whoa, this one doesn't exist at all. Not sure what happened there. Let's click that one out. Let's save that. Let's give our ears a small break from it. Let's go to this one. First of all, needs to be another one. Solo, listen. Yeah, that's better. I think this was too loud. Kind of want to pull these down a little bit. Let's listen to the difference. 48. There we go. Still pretty loud. $31. $35. Just these two. That's what the loudness of doubles come in. I'll add these in. These two together are still pretty loud. Trust me, anything that I'm doing, some AAA composers have definitely done on some previous stuff. I can name one game in particular, it's all samples. That was on PS3, mind you, not like PS1. See the dynamic loudness. Interesting. So those are the ones causing it. Let's play a little game. Since last was interested, I'm not going to give the answer. I'm going to give you one clue, and then I'll let you guess, and then we'll go from there. So, the game's on PS3. It's part of... I got to think about where it doesn't give it completely away. All right, the first clue is you have powers. And it's a very abstract clue, I know. Oh gosh, it's okay. We have a long time. We have to stream till what? 3? So we're about to hit the second hour. There we go. That's better. That's better melted. Because now I can hear the melody. I know I said I wouldn't do the piano, but that might take me that long. That's fine. I mean, at least it gives some engagement. At least it gives. So they have powers. That's too abstract of a clue. You know, it's a PS3 title, so that's a clue. They have powers. It was an online multiplayer game. That's your third clue. So, take it away. Take it away. Let's look for a good piano. I'm missing it. I'm missing it so much. Oh, and I've got new sound bites I was going to play too. I totally forgot. I'm going to program these in. Project. I love the anime Claymore.
I'm just kidding.
I took that one yesterday, and this is my favorite one.
It's not enough. I need more.
Yeah, more participation, please. More views. All of that. And then when I'm making a funny,
I'm just kidding.
let's look for the piano. That one's lowered for a reason, so this must be the piano we're trying to lock in. Hybrid keys. It's on mute. I must not have liked it. It's cinema, but it doesn't have that big sound I'm looking for. We'll mute it for now. Let's go down the little hole. Grand Orchestra, CSV. We got Evolved, Orchestral Sound Font, Hybrid 2. Let's see what you got. You got anything in here? No. Pity. Premium instrument. I think you have something. Keyboards. There it is. Those are claves. Claves are nice, but they're not going to really match the sound we're looking for. Last, how you doing on that guessing? I want to see some guesses. And I want because if you give some guesses, I can give some more clues. That's how that'll work. You know, this factory library selection might work. They've gotta have a piano in here, right? Here's an E piano, upright bass, Synth Urban Beats Vintage World. Dang it. Organ Concert Grand. You've drawn the biggest blank. Okay. You know they have powers. You know it's PS3. that you've ever known? I guess we'll keep that as a running joke for the stream then. Why is there a delay on there? Oh, because we were doing that. Okay. Big wiggle McChicken fingers. We are guessing. So as I'm writing this piece with just samples so far, I was saying that the biggest AAA composers typically have released games that have written scores for They've written scores for and released games with just samples only. So the guess is which game on PS3, and the clue is that it's PS3, do you think that the soundtrack was released with just samples only, no live instruments, and you have the game is a MOBA and released on PS3, and you have powers in the game. Now, if I get a guess, I'll give you, that's obviously if it's right, then yeah, of course, then you get props. But if you guess wrong, I can try to clue you into more, but I need a guess to happen. Like you could say something in that realm. It might test your research chops too. But it's cool, like game trivia. Game music trivia, actually. Let's listen to that piano again. It's not the best, but it's better than what I was trying to have. That's a tough one. See, the thing is, you guys aren't guessing. You're not even trying to throw like things out. There's so many games I could think about that you have powers. Number one. Just give me a second. There's so many that came to my mind that I drew a blank. Of course.
I'm just kidding.
You have the freaking series where you might be these type of heroes, or you have series where you might have psychotic powers, or there are things like there's Time Shifter, there's other things such as, I want to keep saying Ratchet and Clank, but you don't have powers in that one necessarily. You've got things that, what is it called, Vanquish. You've got other things that like that is crazy, like Infamous. Exactly, perfect. Thank you. So that score is awesome by Jim Dooley. Now that you've done that, you've got powers like Infamous. Think about Infamous, but Infamous was not a MOBA. Sorry, yeah, it wasn't a MOBA. Sorry, it wasn't an MMO. Here's the other clue. It's also an RPG. So now you know it's an MMO RPG. Yeah. Last, you thought that I didn't know, but I hit you. I wanted to use a soundbite with this one,
I'm just kidding.
so I set you up pretty well. Yeah, MMO RPG. You have powers. PS3. When I say the game, you'll be like, "Oh my gosh, for real!" If you don't get it, at least. Let's massage this piano a little bit better. You've been set up. You know the stream's gonna have tricks and tips of all kinds. That's interesting. See now we're using our head. We're asking good questions. Is this early PS3 or later PS3? This is early PS3. Sorry, I'm thinking of two games actually where I believe they're all samples. So you could actually guess one of the two and be correct, because the composer is the same for both games. So you've got range now. You've got no excuses. No excuses. It's feeling kind of dry. Turn the mix down. Lass, you're good. You're doing the best work you can. I'm teasing you. Of course it's true. Why wouldn't it be true? So we got that down. I'm not totally sold on piano, so I know that I'm going to need a better piano library down the road, or I'm going to have to play it live, which I might have to do. I'll just record the piano once I get the microphone, and then we'll go from there. So we're going to do a new section. See how terrible this one sounds. Don't give up on those guesses. I really hate that synth. I really do. You've busted out the Google. Thank you. You know what? Not even gonna lie. I appreciate you keeping it 100. It's supposed to be working, but nope, this is more important now. Yes. All right, so should we top from the top of the tree, or? Yeah, we probably should. You could still work and just think about it. You know, I said it was infamous, but you wanted it to be. Yep, I know that you wanted it to be. I know. Here's a clue. One of the two games is coming out on PS5. Same franchise. One of the other games, the other clue is, for the other game, one of them took a long time to update. In fact, small anecdote. One time, I turned on the PS3, I turned on the game, it had to update, and I fell asleep, woke up, still wasn't done, and it still didn't update. Went to work for a 6 hour day, came home, and it still wasn't done. So, mind you, the night before, not done. After a couple hours, fell asleep, not done. After an 8 hour time, went to work, not done. After a 7 hour day. Nope, not Saints Row. Don't even think Saints Row would have like a atrocious load time like that. Update time or something. All right, listen to these strings. Now that we have these, yeah, it's because I wanted to finish the story. But I wanted to acknowledge that it wasn't Saints Row. So therefore, that's how chat works, right? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Coo. All right, let's adjust these a little bit because some of these are a little screechy. Okay, that's better. So it's not relevant, but another game with awful update times. Freaking Destiny. Destiny, yeah, it's pretty hard. It's pretty bad. I have not played Destiny, but I do not like first-person shooters. All right, let's adjust these velocities. These seem kind of screechy too. Actually, it's just these giga strings here. Jeez, at least this is on. Move it up an octave. Slight transients. There we go. That's why I have the plug. That's actually brilliant. Double two to the double. I'm gonna put transient plugs so that I know why it's there. I was being cheeky. Okay, save that. Let's just hear the strings by itself. All right, yeah, so you're back to that. PS3, MMORPG. What was the other clue? I told you that one game was early and one game was late. That was the other clue. And that they have powers. So you've got all those other clues too. And the other clue is that one of them aligns with a PS5 title coming out. That's like a really big clue. I mean, like, it doesn't get any more close to that. And then when you align that, you know, you can attach it to the other clue because it aligns with powers. So that's enough. That's all I'm giving for the stream. In this case, you don't figure that part out. Cheers. Interesting. That's late. Devil May Cry? Is that what the DMC that you're asking about? Check your facts. That's better. All right, so you're guessing one game is Devil May Cry. Let's go through the facts. Came out on PS3. Yes. Was it early or later title? Yes. No. But yes, depending on which one, right? Has powers. Okay. I'll give you that. And aligns with a PS5 title. One of the games at least. Definitely doesn't match up with that. What was the other one? Devil May Cry is an MMORPG? I'm not against the power part so much. But the MMORPG part. That's the one I'm like, and the PS5 one. Let's line up. I appreciate that guess. Because you're guessing. But yeah. Oh, there's two crash symbols there. Why did I only do two there? We gotta match those. Negative 26. That piano sounds terrible. It sounds horrible. I need to put something on it. It's coming to PS5 though, or at least PS5. Is that a port or is that a remake? Proximity. Flutes should be blending in. Let's adjust what you got going on here. I know nothing anymore. It's do you want to know? So I've been building a board game. It's called Checkpoint, and it's for the nerdiest of like folks. Do y'all want to know some of the questions that I would ask people? No one. This is people really they enjoyed it, but I like deep dive into this. So you can choose any type of category. And the categories are like studios, consoles, handheld, PC, releases, audio quizzes, Destructoid, news of or like audio quizzes, scores, meaning like what games receive certain scores from like IGN, Game Informer, Metacritic, Destructoid, GameSpot, and Steam. Game ads, video game movies, Nintendo, Sega, Microsoft, Sony, Ouya, Atari, and there's a couple others. You probably failed, but yes, absolutely. Okay, cool. So I think there's a random section in here. I think there's a random. I mean, you barely got this one, but I'm supposed to give you an example of what it kind of be like. So it would be like category code names. So here's an easy one. What was the code name of the Sega Dreamcast called? That's pretty. I love that it's so dry. Let's pull it down a little bit though in velocity. About there. See something about that? It's like maybe the oh god, yeah, I have no idea. Big Wiggle McChicken Fingers and last. What generation era of systems are you? Meaning, what's the era in your childhood that the system was out? So, for example, if you were born in 2006, your generation era would be PS3. Whereas me, I was born in the late 80s, so my generation era is Nintendo Entertainment System. This had nothing to do with the question. I'm just kind of just curious. Seems like we didn't draw that in. So that's okay. We'll just take it from here. Copy, because I'm not going to do that extra work. That's not what we had at all. That's bizarre to me. It's peculiar. I guess we'll just have to draw it in. I like how Lass avoided that question so elegantly. that was Oh man. The elegant side stuff of that question was just so smooth. It was like, I'm not really gonna answer the question, but I'm gonna give you a reference. This is what I wrote. I don't know why that. You get a Machamp show for that one. It's getting a lower. I can control it a little better here. It's really sounding good there for some reason. Xbox came out when you were a few years old, so you're in your 20s. You're at least 23. At most 27. That's the range I'm going to give you. You're probably not older than that. PS1, your sister had an OG PS1. I can't do anything with that. I can't do anything with that sentence. Yes. Geez, was the question that I was asking so difficult? What age were you when whatever system was out? Or you don't have to tell your age. What system was out when you were a certain age, when you were young? So before you were 12, when you were a child, what system was out? That's it. 24, yeah. So yeah. You said a few years, so I gave you an extra couple, but no more, just as a guess. Come on. Okay, guess what? I'm done with this section for now. My head hurts. So we just need to line these up. Let's take off the 32. You're welcome to still go back to. You haven't. So y'all haven't answered two questions. You haven't answered the first question that I asked. You haven't answered the second question. Y'all just gave up. That's all good though. I'm gonna get into work mode for it. Last is funny. The question isn't what you owned. The question is what was released at your time. I didn't get a Sega Genesis so I was freaking like 9. Sega Genesis came back in 96. Sorry, 93. So that kind of doesn't really add up, right? I didn't get a Sega Genesis until like 1999. So, you know what I mean? OG Wii. That was in 2000 as well. I believe it's 2001. That's cool. That's cool, 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 cool. All right. I think we're at the part. I'm struggling here for a second. Oh. Jeez. Okay, so he said that the thing wasn't euphoric. By the way, if you're enjoying what you're listening to, be sure to give IndieCade a nice follow. I'd appreciate follow on my Spotify. Thank you so much who have followed me. Wow, I doubled my amount of my followers. I'm trying to grow it organically and well. But if you want to listen to some of the stuff that I've done, I've released 8 soundtracks, and I've got probably at least 3 to 4 soundtracks coming out before the end of the year. Believe it or not, it's going to most likely happen. And so we'll be releasing that on Spotify as well. I'd super appreciate a listen, follow on there, and that's it. Like, that's the only thing I'm going to ask for the music stuff. At least we're all struggling. I think we're in the same boat. Thank you, Lass. Appreciate it. So no dynamics. It sits in the middle. Well, we're going to work that again. Euphoria means unstable drive. This is what we need to move the notes here. Change of rhythm. Oh, there's another game that came out on mobile that has mostly samples as well. That game came out this year. And if you were listening to some of the things I said early in the stream, it was my notes for a composer that wrote that music for a specific, very famous game company that a lot of people love to their games. This specific game company is a meta name and has only released 4 games in their entire life cycle of their 10 years of being a developer, or at least 12 years. Give them an extra 2 years. Changing the rhythm, high strings, cantabile. We're going to take the rhythm out for that part. Percussion sits there. What does this mean? Percussion more aggressive or more in the mix of a point of different beats. Viola is ostinato, not violins 2, no high ostinato. Right. Long violins, B flat minor. No establishment of the third in the minor. Okay, so let's play around with it. B flat minor. Here we go. This orchestral part is going to be particularly difficult for me. Particularly. Oh, we don't need that. We could just move that along. The good thing is we finished both sections. We beefed them out. So let's hear it from the beginning. The bad news is we have to continue it. So at the front of our Google, Sega Dreamcast came out in '99, so I guess that's the closest you can get. Gee, I wonder if you put the question in Google, if that will show up. I'm pretty sure it would. Of course, it takes the thrill out of guessing and knowing, but yeah, the question again is, what was the code name of the Sega Dreamcast? Here's a hint. It's a certain type of Japanese sword. I enjoy guessing too. All right, we're saving that. Let's go here. We've got 4 bars to write. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try to write 4 bars. Yep, it was Katana. So yeah, that was an example from one of the things. So I don't know how you didn't hear that question. And let me give you a different one then. True or false? The Master System Super Compact is larger than a regular Master System. It's just a true or false answer. You can give the proper answer if you wish. So I'll say it again. The Master System Super Compact is larger than the regular Master System. No, no, no. Don't worry, chicken fingers. Don't worry. I know you're not trying to ignore me. It's all good. It's work lurk times anyway, so no harm, no foul. Let's figure out what this composer's feedback means. Why is it so low? Sit up. Oh, because you're not up. Yep, that's correct. It is false. The terminology super compact would probably suggest that it is smaller. So, yes. And I'll do one more for you. What was Fallout 4's launch sales amount? Again, what was Fallout 4's launch sales amount? Meaning, how much did that game make on the launch? How much money did that game make on launch? While you do that, I'll figure out what this minor thing is. I got an idea. You remember that being a pretty solid number? It is a solid number. It is a nice, solid, even number with 3 spaces. I'll give you more clues. I like that. I want it to kind of go. Yeah, let's do that. And what would sound good there? I'm thinking violins too. They haven't had a lot of. They've already kind of doing that movement. So let's double up and put them there. I'm kind of wondering if I should put the Komodo. Oops, not that one. Let's try something. I want to see what the Komodo sounds would sound like there. 800 million or something, I think. A whole $5. Lass is clowning today. Lass. I hope this is you.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you're unfortunately.
It's not enough. I need more.
Yeah, more money for that one. 800 million. Let's half that, chicken fingers. I want to say your full name so all the time. Let's half that and see where we go. We need comedy tonight. I got your comedy right here.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so this is a new thingy here. We'll just put that there. We want Komodo. Let's see. Performance samples. Let's see what these sound like. Very curious. We'll leave them for now. Let's see here. Put red. At least get them grouped correctly. So if I do use them, I know where they're going. 400 million. Yes, 450 million is the answer. That's how much money they made on launch day. It's a lot of money. Or launch sales, rather. Shoot, I haven't played Fallout super long time, so don't worry. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Let's see what we got here. Come on. Hey. Yeah, the game is pretty cool, huh? Let's do these together. Let's see what the context of this. We're gonna, because it doesn't go into a game, we're going to just write our hearts out in this context. 28. Zoom in. We're going to time signature change. $5. It was a bit off. Yeah. I think this has to tighten up a little bit more. I'm not hearing it that way. I'm hearing it from... We need that clip, huh? We need that. Just work with one of these for now. Let's see, listen to it more. Let's try it again. This is not going to work the way I intended it to be, but at least we get the idea. You know what? I know I'm not going to draw it in there. Let's listen to how it sounds on there. There we go. That's what I wanted. It actually put it in there properly. So let's just even it out. What are you doing? You got two of these? Why? Shouldn't have doubles. Oh, because we're overlapping. Okay. Okay. Then we put this one down here. We won't anticipate the first note necessarily. I'll keep it there, but we'll keep it the same. Let's add this one in. And every time. There we go. That's the extra transient. Yeah, something a little bit on the miss. Ominous. Hey, how was every birthday? Halloween. How was everyone's Halloween? Cold. It snowed in Illinois. What part of Illinois are you in? Are you in Chicago? My hometown, big city. My home city. We have a lot of weird weather there in Chicago, haven't you? You and Lass are near each other because she's in Ohio, you're in Illinois. But this year you had perfect weather. Ooh, for Halloween, that's awesome. It was a good temperature. It was like 78 degrees. Full moon. All bet. Yeah, we're the Midwest folks. We're all from the Midwest. I love it. The Midwest stream. Interesting what this does. Pekin? I've never heard of that place before. I don't know where the heck you are in Illinois. If you're not from Chicago, what the heck? Nah. You went to this going for school? Bradley and Peoria. Peoria! Big shots. Maybe it's a little too much. An hour north of Springfield. Yep. Never went outside Chicago. No reason to go. But yeah, Northwestern. And my mom graduated from that college. UIC. I like that little feeling that we had. You love Chicago? That's good to hear. We don't get a lot of good rap for Chicago. So, thank you, thank you. We're not ready for the flutes yet. I want that chord for some reason. Let's write that in. That's not the chord we had. Yeah, exactly. It's not the best city, but it's not. It doesn't. It's fine city. I mean, if the city was really bad, less people would live in it. But I mean, my father and my grandmother still live there, so that should tell you. Let's roll with that chord. Yeah, let's do that. We're almost near the end of the stream. Yeah, the art museum was great. Museum of Science and Industry, definitely the planetarium, definitely the aquarium, and the natural museum. Forgot the name of that for some reason. Yeah, all of their stuff is great. Plus, the architecture there is still solid. Like I went there on a boat tour, and the new architects that are coming up in there, besides Frank Lloyd Wright, it's dope. I mean, my uncle's an architect too. I like to move to Chicago soon. Get out of Pekin. Yeah, that's slick. Only two notes are going to choose on that. We'll choose this one, and we'll choose this one. And yep, those will play the inner, and these will play the outer. Move it accordingly. It's got a weird opening, doesn't it? Maybe it can't play only one? That's why. We'll give this one to the trumpet. Stay in your lane. Four minutes left until the end of the stream, folks. Very glad and excited to be doing Game Audio Life again this week with you. I hope that you've been enjoying it. We still got the ongoing question that's popping off. what two games have all samples in orchestral format that shipped on PS3 and is an MMORPG. And we did the other ones. I'm glad that you were able to participate in those lovely ones that I created. You thought I'd just let it go, Loss? Just let it slide? Oh, you're saying, oh no, for the stream. Yeah, coming up soon. Thank you, Chicken Fingers. Thank you, Lass. I appreciate everyone with me, and for the work lurkers too. I appreciate you working with me too, because it means a lot. Means a lot. Means a lot. Means a lot to me. As long as y'all enjoy it, I'm happy. So it's a little loud. So after coming off of, let's hear what we got so far as we're coming near the end. We got 2 minutes left, and I just want to kind of do the roundup and end it there. Let's listen play from the beginning. So it's still unmixed, but we leveled out a lot of stuff. All right, so that's what we got so far. It's getting there. We'll work on this next week. The goal is to kind of pull it into this section. We're making it minor. And then we'll change up the rhythm. I want the 4 on the floor for that one. Hopefully this comes in. Yeah, we gotta massage the heck out of this. Yeah, I can't wait for that part. So we're transitioning into it. We've got to massage some things, and then we'll go back and forth from there. But yeah, that's our time. Be sure to, like I said, I would love a follow on the Spotify. You get lots more video game music tunes out there for you. Check out all the previous work that's been fading in and out on the overlay, so you can see all the work. All of that stuff most likely is on Spotify or on Pandora or on YouTube. So you have lots of options there. I'll be back with Game Audio Life next week, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Thursday. And thanks for the early birthday wishes. I really appreciate you. My chant must show. Have a wonderful Thursday. Wonderful IndieCade. Shout out to Last, the moderator. Shout out to Big Wiggle Chicken Fingers. Shout out to you and the rest of the folks in the chat. I really appreciate you. We're going to be doing some more good tunes later. But in the meantime, take care of yourself. Be well. We're shutting her down, boys. My chant, my show. We're out the door. Bye.